Good morning, guys. We're starting a little bit early today. Before I get started, for anyone who is making purchases on the web shop, I do have my credit code up on the screen. It would be greatly appreciated if you use my credit code. I believe we get like 5% or so, but every bit counts to supporting the channel. So that I can continue to do like live streams and videos, guides, giveaways, dream hangers. Okay, so we're going to take a look at today's comment. I'm going to struggle to pronounce his name here. Sricharan, I probably butchered that name. Hopefully, are they in the chat? I don't think so, right? Okay, so anyways, I'm trying to see how I'm going to pronounce the name. Is it Sricharan? Is that how you pronounce? You guys know? Okay, so I am Diamond League and have been trying for the last 2 months to build this hangar. It got him pretty close, but missing the cornerstone of the hangar. The Eiffel, Titan, Bagliore, and a few drones. Okay, so we've got the Raven, Bagliore, Fafnir, Loki, Fenrir, the Eiffel, and the Frederick Frederick mothership. So for the ones who are new to my channel and you're wondering what is Dream Hangars, basically viewers submit their Dream Hangar, just as Sricharan has done. And then what I do is I rebuild that hangar using everything maxed out. Now you might think that, well, if it's maxed out, obviously it's going to do well, because most players, the game's like pay to win, and they figured, well, if you are maxed out, you're going to do well. We're going to see if that is actually true, because we're going to run this hangar. So I've actually rebuilt the whole thing. And we're going to see how this actually does, okay, in Champion League. And then what I do is after I run a couple of games, I will go in and I will start to adjust things. We're going to try to optimize. So when I say optimize, I don't mean change the hangar like the robots. We're going to keep the robots, but I'm going to change the build. So there might be different weapons, might be different drone. I'm going to keep what I have. And we're going to try to see if we can improve on it. And the reason why I do this is so that players, because you might have a Raven and you want to improve, your Raven, maybe it's not performing that well. You will find out very quickly why it's not doing well. So it could be the weapons, could be the pilot skills, it could be even your specialization track. And that's the difference between someone who actually is experienced at the game versus someone who's inexperienced and they think they can just spend and they'll do well. Oftentimes that's not the case. Okay, so are you guys ready? We're going to take a look at this hangar. We're going to see how it performs. We've got the Raven with the Hazard and Blight. We have 600 meter range here. That's another thing too. I will be going over the hangar composition. So I will give my thoughts before I jump into some games. What I'm expecting in the games that I play. Whether I think it's going to fail in certain areas. And we're going to use that information. We're going to try to improve this hangar by the end of the stream. Okay, so we've got a Bagliore here with the Cestus. I haven't even run... Actually, you know what? I have run these weapons, but I'm trying to remember what did I run it on. It was a while ago. The last time I ran these weapons, they weren't really doing that well. But you know what? I might be surprised because I have rebalanced things. Okay, so we've got a corrupted Fafnir here with Nania and gas weapons. And before you guys say, well, this doesn't make sense, Adrian, why would you want to put the gas weapons on the side? Because when it goes into flight, you won't have any weapons. Shouldn't you swap it? Well, the thing is, so before I do that, I must first show you that I do have the gas weapon. So you can see I have 7 available here, which I can put on that slot. But when you go to that slot, you will notice very quickly, notice there's no gas weapon, and that is because you can't equip it on that weapon slot. So the only slot that I can put it on are on these, which means when I go into flight, I will not have any weapons firing. Okay, so because I know you guys are gonna point that out, players they always mention these things. I'm like, yeah, but you can't put it on those slots. So yeah, I'm win. So those are the pilot skills. So this is not a Daredevil Fafnir. If it was a Daredevil Fafnir, then this Fafnir would not be able to fly because it removes the flight, but it gives you more damage output. So we have the Loki with the Hedjet. You know what? It's been a while since I've run a Loki. I'm not, if I'm being honest, I'm not expecting this Loki to survive. I don't think it's going to survive. It might surprise me. Just wondering if I should use jump on here. Okay, so we've got a Fenrir with puncher and the arm weapons. And then we have the Eiffel with we've got the Eiffel with the Sonic. Okay, so those up. I want to change this. What should I use for this one? Evora. Wait, hold on. How many? Beta. Oh, that's a pity. I can't use it for the Veyron. I mean, is it even worth it at that point? See, if it was for the Veyron, if we had the Jaeger skill for the Veyron, I would have definitely used it. Now, I don't know. That's kind of like... Maybe I should go with Master Gunsmith or something here. Increases damage of equipped and built-in weapons and the damage dealt to Titans. This might be another... Wait, 0.4... I'm trying to figure out which one I'm going to use here. Actually, we have a Roadhog on here too. But the thing is, I don't know if you really need a Roadhog. Because you can dash. Increases the damage of equipped built-in weapons. This one gives me more durability. You know what? Let's go with this one. So I was trying to figure out which to replace the... Oops. Which one to replace. Maybe more speed. Well, we can always swap it out. I figured I'd give it more health because you know that. So the thing with the Eiffel is, I know you have that dash, but if you get caught off guard, you can get killed very easily. Because this isn't a brawler, so you have to kind of understand that too. Okay, so my analysis. First of all, let me just go here. Usually when I build a hangar or when I'm reviewing someone's hangar, the first thing I look at is how much range does that player have, because the range is going to tell me what kind of player they are, but also whether they will be able to survive a spawn raid. And the only weapons that can protect you from a spawn raid in most cases is actually close range weapons. So if we look at how much range this has, so 1 range, 2 range, 3 range, basically 4 range. So that's already a warning sign for me, because I already know that if the enemy gets into my spawn, I am going to be toast. What it means is I can quickly lose 4 bots out of my hangar because I can't counter something like a brawler. Now it could be a Teth. You know, you can make the argument, well, it's because it's a Teth pay to win. But the reality is, if there was a Ravana in my base with even something like Havoc, it will smoke 4 of these bots. Because they can get in and I can't kill them, right? I don't have enough firepower. So the general rule of thumb, especially for the new players, close range weapons do more damage than medium and long range. Medium is kind of the middle ground. And the reason why you run more close range is, again, if the enemy gets into your spawn, you'll be able to output that damage a lot faster. So, you know, high risk, high reward. So I already know that we've got a little bit too much range. The other thing that I look at is how many tanks do I have? Okay, so the tanks that I have is like the Bagliore and maybe the Fenrir, but I don't think that's going to be enough. And then on top of that, the Eiffel isn't exactly a tanky. It's not like a brawler. So I have to be very careful if the enemy gets like really close. And this is like me telling you these things based on a maxed out account. Okay, so I haven't run any games yet. This is just what I'm telling you, what I'm going to expect to happen. So I'm expecting if the enemy gets close, I'm going to be in trouble. Like, big trouble. I'm not even exaggerating here. Like, I could get my whole hangar wiped out. It doesn't matter if you're maxed out. This is where, you know, you need to know these things. Because, like, if you are spending money on the game and you don't know these things, you're going to be spending a lot more than what you think. And you may never get it, right? Because unless someone tells you. So we're going to see how this does. We'll play a couple of games, and then midway through, I'm going to go in, and we're going to start to tweak things. By the way, guys, let me know if the music is too loud. I did adjust it slightly because I noticed in my one, I think it was a live stream. Oh man, he's going there. Yeah, if you see a player running to the same beacon, divert. Go to another beacon because it's better. What the? Wait, who is that? There's a Vox player there. Why is there so many? Oh, jeez. Yep, hit. Oh, he has Seeker on there. Okay, so you see how these red players are now in my spawn? This is where we're going to possibly struggle. Because remember, I have no close range. So the reason why... So the other thing too is mid-range weapons, generally, they have a longer reload. Not all the time, but quite often. Yeah, I'm in trouble. I'm in so much trouble. Okay, I'm gonna drop in over here. We need to get some beacons quick. I think they're gonna drop. They have one player that has not dropped in yet. Let's get some beacons. This is the other thing too. When your spawn is getting raided like that, you gotta make sure that you get beacons quickly, because this is gonna allow you to it's gonna allow you to spawn elsewhere. He's gonna drop in over here. Two have not dropped in yet. I'm in trouble. I gotta jump. Drop that shield. There we go. Again, like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to protect this beacon because I don't have any brawlers. Where is he? I am so dead. I got no brawlers. I am so toast. Yeah, so I can't drop in over there because we know one of them's a mauler. Which one is it? This one? Actually, wait, I might be able to. Whoa, what the heck graphics is that? Yo, what the heck is that? I think it's because of the emulator that I'm using. Wait, why is that guy hiding? What is that? I need to get out of here quickly. Ah! I was shoot right next to this guy. I don't know if I wanted to do that. I got blinded. No! Yeah. I knew that was gonna happen. I was gonna be in so much trouble. The thing is, I have no brawlers to hold beacons down, and I can't defend against a spawn raid. But it just goes to show you. So everything, again, on this account is maxed out. What I told you was going to happen at the start, exactly that's what happened. That's without me playing a single game before. Like, I was expecting that to happen. Needs brawler. Yeah, so now you can kind of see the things that I teach. You can see it all in action, right? Before. Like, you can predict how a hangar is going to perform before you even play it. Because you know all the weak spots. Okay, so we'll start with the Loki. I mean, I just got completely destroyed on Loki because the one guy had a seeker drone. That's already a problem. Actually, I'm not going to wait here. I'm not going to wait there because if I can get a beacon, that's more beneficial for me. Okay. I have a whiteout, so it's kind of messing him up. Hey, we got a kill with this. Nice. First kill. I didn't think this would actually work. This is such a weird build. Oh. Oh, we got a triple kill. Nice. Oh, oh. Oh. Wait, did he charge me up? I don't know. Nope, dead. Yeah, those shields didn't work. I was just getting cooked, man. This is what happens when you have no brawlers. That's a lot of players coming that side. They have a weenie. How much damage is this gonna do? Honestly, that's not too bad, damage-wise. I'm gonna be in so much trouble here. That Arthur's coming this way. Ooh. Kinda need a heal here. You know what, damage-wise, this is actually doing kind of decent. That loot is dead. You know what, I'm gonna have to ditch this. I ditched because we had a Titan near our spawn, and I'd rather be in a Titan than to be in a regular bot. Whoa, I almost thought I charged him up because he went into flight. Somehow I managed to kill him. Oh wait, maybe the guy in front killed him because he used his ability. Oh boy, that... Oh my... Yeah, that's... Oh! That Mauler can do anything. He was it. They used the EMP on him. Yeah, if you drop it with a Mauler and you can't dash, you're in trouble. Big trouble. You'll be lucky to survive. Oh, we were actually down there, but we got lucky because my team was aggressive. Why is he always coming into close range with mid-range builds? Because if the enemy is aggressive, you can't sit back in your spawn. If you sit back in your spawn and they take your beacons, guess where they're going to spawn? In your spawn. That means my whole hangar is compromised. I can play the game that you want me to play sitting back. I'll show you what happens if I do that. But don't say that I played it wrong because you guys are telling me to do that. I'll play it this way and you'll see what happens. If the other team is aggressive, you'll see firsthand why you don't play. Why you don't sit back. Just gonna do this. Okay, we're gonna play the range game because you guys want me to sit back. Let's see what happens. If the other team is aggressive, then my prediction is that they will end up spawn raiding us. Let's see what happens when I play the range and I don't play. But I also said you can sit back, but what if you play against an aggressive player like this? So he's gonna take that beacon. So we're gonna spawn over here. I'm hoping that the whole team's aggressive because otherwise we're not really demonstrating. That was an archer. By the way, when you sit back like this, you also do less damage because if your teammates are aggressive, they're getting all the damage in. So after like 100 games or so, you actually end up scoring less, which means you get less of your task done, right? Because your teammates are getting it. Okay, I gotta run. Because remember, we're playing passive now. This is what you guys want me to do. You see what's happening, guys? Do you see what's happening? Look at... That's why you don't play that way. I need to get out of here. I need to go across, dude. They're coming into our spawn. Look at the beacons on my team. You see how they're now in our spawn? So the thing is, when they play that way, they're not only in your spawn, they're wiping out your team's bots, for one, and they're doing more damage. Okay, so now I ran away. We're now over here, but the problem is, guess what? They captured this beacon so they can drop in. We're now being 5 capped. So now, where do I spawn? Watch what happens next. Wait for the spawn rate. You guys ready? Wait for the spawn rate. Because it's coming. I got nowhere to go. I'm trying to run away. You can only run away for so long. So there goes another bot. I might even lose this straight off the bat. And there goes my Titan. Remember, fully maxed out. This is why you don't play that way. So I lost my Titan doing like no damage, and I lost another bot doing no damage. Just remember, this is why you guys wanted me to play. This is why you say I'm gonna lose this Fenrir. It's dead. That's a perfect example of why you don't sit back, okay? Because if you do, you're gonna get your whole hangar clocked. Okay, so we did 2.9 million damage with a hangar that's fully maxed out. Everything maxed out from Titan to bots. Okay, so for the one who asked me that question, do you understand now? I mean, I could play another game. We could demonstrate again. We'll play another game, we'll do the exact same thing, and you'll see the outcome. Thorvis, no, I haven't tried it. Actually, this weekend, if you're a channel member, we're going to be doing a live stream, and we're going to be brainstorming counters to the Atlas. We have actually quite a long list, and I'm going to be putting that into a video. I'm going to be in trouble here. I can't hold this down against this guy. Yeah. So I'm not going to get aggressive because you guys want me to play like the range. I got to play mid range. So we're gonna do exactly that. There's one problem. Enemy team's aggressive. So they're already in our spawn. Okay, where am I gonna go here? I need to go for another beacon, but I can't because they have this covered. Let's see if we can maybe. That might be enough to kill him. No, it's not. Okay, there we go. He might drop in over here. Nope, he didn't. Where am I gonna drop in? They're all in my spawn there. Oh, get some beacons quick, guys. I need a place to spawn in at. I'm gonna die. No! Oh! Maybe orbital strike might get him? I did hit him. There we go, we got him. Oh, we actually killed that player too. Wait, he's gonna drop in here. Ooh. What I'll do is I'll drop in my range and we'll see if the game will change. Ah! Oh shoot. Yeah, this guy's gonna be a problem. But you know what? I have a whiteout drone, so what I can do is I can stay close to this guy to mess up his ability. Wait, there's my teammate. What does he have? Okay, so you see how my team has a Mauler? I'm in a Loki, but I have a whiteout, so I'm gonna stay close to this guy so I can disable my opponent, because if I use the whiteout, it will EMP them so they can't use their ability. So hold on a second here. If I can get close enough to these guys. It's more just to get close to them to disable their ability to mess them up. Yeah, so these guys all, both of them, if my teammates... There's a sword unit here. Can we get close enough? Ah, shoot. Timing was off. Yeah, we got that guy. Man, how am I surviving in this thing? Oh, no! I just gotta stay close to them to mess them up. The whiteout... wait. The whiteout ability is a lot stronger than you guys think. Because like this guy here, he can't use his reflector shield if he's EMP'd. I'm just gonna heal all the way back up. We'll just do it a complete Loki game. We might have to play another game though, because I didn't play the rest of my hangar. I'm gonna win this just with beacons alone. You're dead. He couldn't take flight. I EMP'd his ability. This guy too, he wanted to jump. Oh, wait. He got me with an EMP, but I'm just gonna keep on healing. Where's my teammates? Guys, help. There we go. This is like next level trolling right here. He won't be able to jump. I'm gonna follow this Mauler so that he can't use his dashes. See, look, he got an EMP'd, he can't use his dash, so his health is dropping. So we just gotta keep going close so that we mess up his dashes and his dark light. He's getting annoyed, you can tell. He's like, he can't. Wait guys, I'll mess him up. Yes. Did you win the Strix? I haven't announced the winners yet. Dude, I think that really messed them up. Just that the whiteout is what messed them up. Okay, so we're gonna play another game. I'm trying to demonstrate. Okay, wait, this one here, we can probably sit back, right? Because, well, wait, we have to get beacons first and then we'll sit back. Because this map is like a classic where players usually camp. And I might just hope that the enemy... I must hope that the enemy doesn't play aggressively, because then I'm really gonna get smoked. Okay, I gotta get out of here because that guy's weapon's gonna kill me. I wanted to get around the corner here because they have a they have a crisis back there. Hi. Okay, now I need to get over to that guy. How are we gonna do this? Okay, let's move this way. I might be able to actually... Please don't have a seeker. Oh! 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 No. One's not gonna be enough. Did we get him? No, we didn't. We got the center though. Okay, let's see if we can try to stay alive here with all this range. He's gonna dash in towards me. I'm gonna be in trouble. Uh-oh. He's gonna be able to see me. Income. Ah! No! Back up! Back up! Back up! Whatever you do, don't shoot him. Wait. Do they have someone in center? Oh, can't hit him. I'm dead. Save my jump because he's gonna dash in. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Ugh. Nope. Okay, so we're gonna play the range game because I want you guys to see what happens, right? So I'm just gonna run range. So my prediction is they're going to go into center, then they're going to attack this left beacon here, because that's usually what the strong players do. And then once they get there, they're going to go straight for our spawn, and it's going to be a complete spawn raid. Because you guys don't want me to brawl, so I got to keep my distance. He's gonna teleport in front of us here somewhere. Yes, we got him. This should be interesting because now they got an Atlas there too. I think my team just quit because they know what they know what's gonna happen. Reload, reload, reload. We've only got one place to spawn and that's our home. That's never a good thing. They charged me up. Hey, it's actually working against the Atlas. Look at that. Who would have thought? We found a counter. Okay, so like, see, this is what happens when you play passive. So if I drop in here, I should be killed straight away, right? Yep, that's what should happen. Just had to demonstrate it because, you know, players don't believe me until I demonstrate. Okay, so do you guys believe me now? Now what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to start to optimize things so that we don't get spawn raided like that. Okay, so first thing, I don't know if I'm gonna use a whiteout on here. I know the reason for the whiteout, but I don't think I want to use it on there. I think just trying to think. Maybe if I had, we might be able to use the Kestrel because we can make use of the stealth. The stealth on this with additional damage. I'm not expecting to survive very long in this thing. Another option is actually to go with the Shy. So what I'm gonna do, first of all, what you're gonna see me do with this hangar, we need to build more tanks. We got to make it more tankier so that, you know, if they end up in our spawn, we can fight back. So hold on, we're gonna focus on this one here first. Let me just, we're gonna use some range on here. I know I have range with the hazard and stuff, but the Scatty and the Snare is stronger right now. So we're going to go with that. Does it have a shield? Yes, it does have a shield breaker pilot. The one that I was using, although I'm not going to actually use it in that way. Yeah, there's a number of ways I can go here. I can even use the freezer, but I want to actually try the showdown because of my other videos. So when I was using the showdown on some of my other bots, it was actually surviving really well. So this has some stealth. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay, so this is going to be our range. That's going to be our beacon runner. Now we need to focus on making these as tanky as possible, but also like close range. Okay, how are we going to do this? I mean, I don't want to put the hell weapons on here, so we're not going to do that. But what I can do... I will. So I'm going to use a freezer on here because this way if I freeze a player rep, then I get more resistance. You could also use the showdown, but I don't want to put that on everything. If I can avoid doing that. Let's see, Wonder Worker. So this actually has a skill called Explosives Expert, but I think I'm going to opt for just more damage. This has got to change. What are we going to do here for this one? I haven't tried the growlers on here, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change this Fafnir build completely. So what I'm trying to do is I'm actually trying to run different weapons here so that you know, this viewer, if they were to change this hangar, they don't have like for example, Hell Snare and then Hell on this one and then Scatty on that one. You know what I mean? Because if those weapons get nerfed, then it affects the entire hangar. Okay, so this is gonna have 500-meter range. Trying to figure out which one of my pilots here is the Fafnir, because I had a Fafnir one. Okay, this one. Okay, so we have Daredevil on here. Okay, so now we've got 1 tank, 2 tanks. This one's also going to be a tank, but what we also need, because we have Teths on the field, we want to make sure that we have a counter to a Teth. So one of the ways to counter Teth is to run the crumble weapons. So we're going to run... We only really need one. We're going to get... I know these weapons are powerful, but it's not about necessarily always about having that power, because if they end up in my spawn, I can't defend myself anyway. So I'm not really getting much damage in. Especially when it's not built like properly like a tank. Okay, so we're going to use that. I'm going to change this here. I actually think Showdown would work on here too. But again, I don't want to put that on everything. Okay, so now we have Beacon Runner. We've got range. We've got close range. This I know is medium range, but we've built it kind of like for close range. So the reason why with this one I went with Growlers and a little bit more range is because I don't have my flight. So I'm going to be on the ground all the time. Okay, so we've got the 3 tanks, Brawlers, Beacon Runner, range, and then this one should be okay. Okay, so let's see if these changes made a difference. How does one counter? There's actually quite a few ways to counter. I mean, you actually saw in the last game how I was countering. I was actually using a shield breaker, the pilot on the Fafnir. We almost killed him. The problem is that we're in my spawn, which goes back to my original comments. You know, you can't play passive, because if they're in your spawn like that, you are gonna get your hangar wiped. So if it wasn't for that, if my team was actually holding him off, I think I probably could have killed him. But yeah, there's a number of ways to counter, and this weekend for my members stream on Saturday, we will actually be going through a number of counters, and then I will... Oh, yeah, we gotta be careful. Whenever you see a sword unit, you gotta split up. You don't want to be next to each other, otherwise you're all gonna get hit. Oh shoot, this guy is following me. He knew. Yeah, he's gonna kill me. He's tankier. So now that we know that there's a Teth on the field, I wonder if I can... where do we have our guys positioned? Yep. Okay, we're gonna get rid of our range first. Oh, okay. This is my counter to the Teth. Watch his health. Watch his health. This is why you watch those videos that I put out on how to counter Teth. We killed him. And you know why we killed him? Because of that one Kieran. We don't need the whole lot. We just need one weapon to stop him from healing. Okay, now we're gonna get this beacon. He may... oh, he did drop in here. But if he uses his ability, he will give me the beacon. I'm just trying to hit him with the Kieran. So, yep, so he can't heal up. There we go. Yeah, let's see if the Kieran works on this raptor. Well, never mind, he's dead. I think they're gonna drop their titans in here. He can't heal up this guy in front. Trying to get rid of him because I think he might be linked to the Atlas. Not sure who he is linked to. Yep, he couldn't heal. Just trying to target some of their bots, their tanks, regular bots if I can. There we go. Now I kind of wish I had the other Fafnir. Oof. Okay, we got rid of that guy. So what I'm doing is I'm actually trying to avoid... so they have an Atlas there. If you know you can't deal with the Atlas, don't deal with them. Let your teammates that have the Atlas deal with them. Thanks for doing that. You saved me. Okay, What is this guy in? I don't know what this guy's in. He's almost... Quan's almost dead. We almost got him. We actually did a lot of damage to him. Trying to shoot this Atlas from behind here. Wait until he turns his back. There we go. Just trying to charge up. There we go. One's going for beacons. Almost. I think we won this game. Orbital strike! Whoosh. Oh. So you can tell, so I think that one game where I ran this almost exact, well, it is the exact same hangar. The only difference is I changed the weapons. The other game, I only had like 2.7 million damage. So we went from 2.7 million damage to almost 10 million. Indra has the devil. We almost got the orbital strike. I was hoping that he'd get out of his ability there. I was trying to time it. Oh, shoot. I started late. That's not good. Out of my way. Out of my way. We need beacons quick. You don't want them to get this beacon. If they get this beacon, then we're going to get pincered in. We already have the worst spawn. Ooh. Okay. Wait, does he have a shy on there? I gotta get onto this beacon. I need help. Hold on. Hold on. Where's my Fenrir? Have some crumble. Look at his health. He can't heal up. Just that one combo weapon is messing him up. There we go. He's gone. I need a heal here. My last stands almost got triggered. Get rid of that guy. The flames is hitting him. There we go. I'm just trying to heal up so that I don't lose this, because this is like one of my really my only tank. This guy's getting hit. Okay. Oh, what's over here? What is that? What is that guy in? I don't know what he's in. Oh, wait. Is that a tip? No, it's not. Nice. Okay, we need a push. Even if it's on their beacon, this side here, because I'm worried about what is this? What is this guy in? What is that? Oh, that was an Arthur. Okay, we were in trouble here. My glaciers can counter an Arthur, but it's not going to be enough firepower for that. Oh, shoot. Yep, I'm in trouble. This is going to get smoked. They've got range on me. Can we get that beacon at least? Wait, he had a mauler. Oh, guys, you should have dropped your titans in a lot sooner. Trying to target that Arthur, because he can't block splash. Okay, I'm dead, but I did a lot of damage to him. 3 vs 6. Now, usually when I stream, what players do is because they want to prove that they're good. So when they land on my team, they leave the game. If they land on the other team, then they run, and they have all the hard counters to what I'm running. This is not my baby account. I'm just gonna call you Angel. Yeah, this is a viewer's hangar. So I'm trying to help make it stronger, like to improve it. Oh my gosh, yeah, you're right. That was 3 vs 6. Yeah, usually anyone who scores under like 1 million, they've left the game. No hangar can work if you have... Well, to be honest, 3 of my teammates left and we had the worst spawn on that map. Can't really do much about that. So yeah, from the spawn that we got, the other team already has... Like, there's a 60% chance that they are going to win because they're actually closer to 3 beacons. Oh, we got another Loki here. Well, this is interesting, but the thing is I got a Samjock, so he's got help. Yeah, I can't engage that. Wait, I got locked. I need to drop that Fenrir in to counter that Teth here. I'm gonna sacrifice my Loki. Okay, let's see if we can get to him over here. Oh my. I don't have my my Kieran's. So one thing to note, the Samjok, if you're wondering why he's doing so much damage to me, his turret actually applies the crumble effect. That's why I can't heal up. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get killed here. What is this? Trying to see if I can get this beacon, because otherwise we don't have anywhere to spawn. Whoa, that guy glitched really bad. He was up top and then he froze and then he's behind cover. Ah, shoot. I used an orbital strike on him. I was hoping to get him when he was on the ground. Ooh. He's gonna kill me because he's got more stealth than I do. I don't have... I'm not loaded. No! Orbital strike maybe? We can't get that guy up top. He has high ground. There we go. The guy's above us here though. Oh, come on. No. And they have a sword unit. Ooh. I can't see. There we go. Okay, so we know that they have a they have an ultimate Arthur there. That's a lot of sword units. getting paranoid because they may drop in behind me. You don't know why I said that they even nerf? Nerf what? What I need to actually run, what I could do is, if I wanted to improve the Eiffel that I have, I need to run the equalizers and the arbiters. This way I can kill the ultimate Arthur. Okay, so what you can do to improve this build, this is to, wait. Sricharan or Sricharan, I don't know how to pronounce your name. So one way you can improve your Eiffel if you do run it is to run it with the equalizers. These weapons are actually the strongest right now, but I have a feeling there's a chance they're going to get a nerf. Because players are using it pretty much to counter everything out there, and usually when players gravitate to a weapon that does everything, that's the definition of something that's not balanced. So just kind of be mindful of that. Okay, so, but this would be the counter to it. Okay, so what we will do here is, because I had, I think that was the skill that I changed. And then I had this one here. Stupid sword Tethan. Well, we were playing against a duo squad too, but that game I also kind of dropped in a bit late, so it's a bit of a disadvantage because usually I go for the left beacon. I wasn't able to get it. Yep. This map you always want to get this beacon here. Okay, so we know that this guy on the right side is probably a Teth because we saw him teleport. So if we do get this beacon, I'm going to possibly drop in with that Fenrir. I'm also looking at the sniper back there. If I can get this beacon, it allows my teammates to spawn here. That way we can pincer them in. Okay, but I need to get rid of this camper back here, so we're going to try to go for this guy. If he gets out of his stealth, I'm going to activate my Frederick because it is ready. That will hit him with the orbital strike. Lock him down. Yep, he's dead. There we go. He may drop in over here, actually. Oh, he did. Yeah, these guys all have. That's a lot of condors. Thing is, he's got a seeker, this guy. Ah. So one of these players is a Teth, right? He can't heal. He's dead. Okay, so now we have the ultimate Arthur. So I'm gonna let this guy kill me because now I have the counter to him. Ooh, wait, I'm getting the crumble on him. Yeah, when you're an Arthur, you don't want that. You can't heal up. Okay, so we have the counter to him. The thing is whether my team will be able to hold those beacons down. Also, I need to be able to... What is this guy in here? Just waiting so I can do a double jump. Okay, here we go. Is that Arthur still alive? I don't know. My Titan's ready, so I'm not going to heal up here. Orbital strike on him. Luchador shouldn't have done that. Because now he has a Mauler right next to him. Yep. So many luchadors. So much distance with the dash, yeah. Oh, the super jump on the Raven. Hey, Danny. What I'll do is after this, I'll give my advice on like other changes I would make to this hangar. Then I'm also going to announce the prize that this viewer is going to get. Yeah, I'm in trouble. I'm not going to be able to deal with that. No point me holding. I'm not going to be able to hold down that beacon, so I might as well go for another beacon here. Right. Because otherwise I'm just wasting my time. So I'll hold this down for as long as I can. Don't I have teammates here to help, guys? Oh, he dropped that side. Okay. This guy should have moved onto the beacon. He got off the beacon. They might be able to kill him. Yep. I'm shooting this way because I know they have a sword unit there. Oh, that was a sword unit. I didn't even realize until I killed him. Yeah, Fenrir is so slow. They should give it like more speed. Oh, there's a tip here. Wait, what? He crashed. I'm in a bit of a pickle here because I don't have the Kieran, so I can't stop them from healing. You know what I actually want to try on this Fenrir? I was only going to run one more game, but I think I'll play one more after this. I want to try the showdown on here because I'm really kind of curious. Curious for my baby account too, because I realized on my baby account I have two showdowns, which I got from the black market. So I started leveling up one, but I realized afterwards that, oh, come on, no. I realized afterwards that I had used all my drone ships on, I think it was Armadillo. If I had known what I know now, I would have put it all onto Showdown. Okay, wait. I'm gonna try the Showdown on that thing. Hold on. Because I think Showdown, it might just be like one of the best drones for tanks now, because of the way that it heals. Wait. Did I just pass it? Okay, we're gonna do that. This. I wanted to try something else on here. Scatty would be very deadly, but I don't want to run two. That's the thing. I'm trying to think like what else can I use on here. I mean, if we're going arm weapons, we could use these. The only thing is now I've got I still got quite a bit of range, which I rather not have all that range. But the heal, 30% on the yeah, that's why it's really good for tanks. It's actually really good for like free players, because if you think about it, like if your bot's losing health really quickly, it heals you up. You don't have to use advanced repair or like unstable conduit. So it saves you every time from using your power cells. I realized afterwards I have that drone. Maybe that's why this thing's going down so fast too. Wonder how Reviver would do on here. 85. Wait. That Aegis is not going to be enough. This is going to be kind of a damage dealing build. Okay, so we're going to go with Kestra and see what happens. Like, this is just pure damage. Not really a tank. Hi, excellent. Okay, let's get those beacons quick. I think they're going to go that way. Okay, so we see players going that side. I'm not going to follow them because actually we want to go for center if we can. So again, on this map, the spawn that I spawned there is actually the worst spawn, because the red team, they're closer to 3 beacons. Yeah, so I'm going to be in a bit of a pickle here because... Let's see if we can try to get like one shot off here maybe. Okay, my teammate's almost here. I'm not going to engage until he gets onto this. There we go. Okay, and their mistake was actually that they didn't go for this beacon here. So wait. He should stay there until I get this beacon, and then I will drop in with another bot. Wait, does he have quantum radar? He's looking at me. What drone does he have? No, no, no. Why did he leave the center? Oh, come on. No, no, that was not a good move, dude. No, 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 no. Now they can spawn here. Oh, that was... Yeah, yeah. See, now they're... That guy should not have done that. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm in trouble now. The whole team is here. Oh. Oh. Oh, we got them. Good thing for the Frederick. Okay. This is kind of risky to drop this in over here, but because I might get killed straight away. Oh, come on. No. Dude, I'm blinded. I can't see. We're losing our back beacon. Uh-oh. I'm trying to hit their... They have a Nuo there that we need to get rid of. He's out of range. I think we might lose the farm. Oh, actually, wait. What does this guy have? Lag. I swear, whatever Pixonic did, like, I find the lag worse than what it was before. They were trying to fix the lag, but they actually made it worse. He's got to use his ability. When he uses it, he'll give me the beacon. This guy is still alive. What drone is he using? Ah, I didn't even get a chance to use that Fenrir. I kind of want to run another game here. I always say that I'm going to run one more and then it's like another one. Because I'm trying to see how that one build performs. The thing is I couldn't drop it in straight away because we needed beacons first. Okay, wait, you know what? I'm going to start with this first and then we'll go to maybe the Fenrir. To get some range out of my hangar. Oh, shoot. Wait, we gave up our home. Last stand on him. Okay. This guy, I think this is the 10th, and I believe his last stand was triggered. Oh. Here we go. Crumble weapons. What's the problem? Can't heal up. It's always so funny. They think they're invincible until they get hit by the crumble. Then they realize, wait, why can't I heal up? Well, you see, I got the counter. We're gonna get that beacon, right? Okay, good. So there's a couple of builds that can stop me. What they need is they need crumble weapons for starters, which if they have a Sam Jock, that will do it. Oh. Heal! Yep. Oh shoot. I didn't want to see a sword unit. Heal, 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 heal. Wait, is this a different guy? He just shot out of nowhere. I thought the other guy came in and... Come on, showdown. Yo, that actually worked really well. Like, surprisingly well. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize what that was until afterwards. I need help. We've got a Newton. Raise that sword unit back there. This guy over here is a sword unit. Oh, he got the one guy, but it was the wrong one. This guy here, that royal whatever, he's trying to get close. Come on, dude. Newton, royal. Go for the royal guy. He's gonna blink back. Got you. He might still have a Titan though, right? He does. Yes, the Newton came in clutch. Oh man, he got messed up by that Newton too. Wait, we only have 2 players. So what? Yo, that guy's doing work. Oh no. I got blinded. No. The blind is killing me. We don't have any beacons yet. I don't know if we're gonna win. We don't have enough beacons. One versus 2. Come on. Wait, what bots do I have? I needed to cover more beacons. The Eiffel definitely does a lot better. To be fair, we were down a player. Hi, Momo. I wanted to push the left more, but they were covering their beacons. I couldn't get to it. That's why we lost 2. If I had got that beacon, I think maybe I would have had enough time to possibly turn the game. Which robot is the best beacon runner right now? If you're talking about like top meta, you're probably looking at either Teth or Raptor. It depends on the map too, because like, so on Yamantau map, Raptor is definitely the best, I would say. Because you can do a super jump straight to center. So it gives you like that advantage. I think the best overall is probably Raptor with the super jump. So wait, hold on. Is it Sricharan? Is Sricharan in the chat? I'm kind of curious if they're in the chat because I chose their Dream Hangar. So hopefully, you know, the changes were able to help your hangar. If you are in the chat, I think we have actually quite a big improvement. What I need to actually, like, if I had to look at this hangar, I would like to explore more on the Fafnir. Warden, oh, thanks so much for the donation. Wish you a belated happy birthday. Oh, thank you so much. Browsing through my videos. Yeah, it was last, when was it? Last Thursday? Yeah, I didn't seem like it because I was working then. But yeah, thanks so much. Okay, so there's a couple of changes that I would make. I think this hangar definitely needs more, like, you need more tanks for sure. Now, if you had like an Ocho, for example, I would replace the Loki with an Ocho. This way you get a tank and a beacon runner. I do feel that the Scaros is stronger than the Loki at this point. So that would be potentially like a bot that I would replace. Because I find that the Loki, like in Champion League, at least like the games I played, it's just way too fragile. You know, you might get lucky a couple of times, but I think the Scaros is a lot more effective. And also the thing with the Scar is you don't necessarily need to level up weapons, right? You could just stay in ball mode. So if that's a thing, like if you are short on resources, that might be a really good option. But yeah, if I had to change things, depending on what you have, replacing this with an Ocho, replacing the Fafnir with perhaps, like if you have a Raptor, that would be really good. Or even like even a Curie, I think could really strengthen this hangar. So you have a little bit more tanks, you have a bit of range with the Raven. Okay, so that's one the changes that I would make. And also, hold on. So I know you mentioned that you have Eiffel here for your Titan. So Sricharan, I don't know if you're in the chat once again, but your prize is going to be an Atlas Titan. So you might have to change things because you won't be running. Well, I don't know if maybe you still want to run the Eiffel. I mean, it's totally up to you. You know, I can't tell players what to run. But you will have an Atlas, which I think will really strengthen your hangar because you have more of a, brawler Titan, right? So if you're wondering what weapons would I use on the Atlas, run the sonic weapons. So the sonic weapons that I originally had on the Eiffel, take that and you put it on the Atlas. I think it would strengthen your hangar up, but you do need to make changes to your lineup. You had way too much range. Okay, so I didn't see them in the chat. That's unfortunate. Because part of the whole the Dream Hangars thing is to surprise them with the prize. And I only started doing this like recently because that's going to be the next giveaway. Speaking of giveaway, guys, so if you haven't yet entered into my Steel Strix giveaway, the winners are going to be announced later tonight. So I will be picking the winners. If you are subscribed and you have all, your channel notifications turned on, you should be notified when I make that post. Otherwise, officially, the list comes out tomorrow. Okay? He's playing soccer. Well, maybe he is. Maybe he's sleeping. Maybe it's a time difference too, right? Because like sometimes it's morning for me and it might be really late at night for them. The best mothership right now? I would say the best mothership is probably Frederick. So this one here. But I wouldn't be surprised also if they nerf it. Because I know they did nerf it initially, but you're just seeing so many players use it. And it's just because it boosts your damage up. So if you want more of an attack mothership, I would go with Frederick. And if you want more of a defensive one, I would go with maybe Avalon. So if you have a lot of tanks and need healing, I would go with the Avalon. And let's see. And if you're dealing with a lot of Atlas, one way to really mess him up is to use this mothership, because what it does is it disables their shield for, I think it's 8 seconds. Yeah, 8 seconds. Yeah, so this might be a way to counter. But so what I mentioned is this weekend, on Saturday when we do the members stream for the A Squad members, what we are actually going to do is we're going to be brainstorming ideas to counter the Atlas. There's actually a lot more than you might think. So it's going to take a while to record all of that. And then what I'll be doing is I'll be like saving those games and stuff, those demonstrations, and I'll be compiling a video. So I'm hoping to have that video out sometime next week if we can get like everything together. Which is better right now, the Ocho or the Fenrir? The Ocho. So the Ocho gives you more speed, so you can, rush across the map, which helps with beacons. Or if you need to defend a beacon, sometimes it's like an urgent, like they're attacking your beacon and you need to get there fast. The Ocho will do that. The other benefit of the Ocho is you can push players back. So, there might be like a Teth, for example, on your beacon, and he's about to change it, and you have like 2 or 3 of your teammates on that beacon. What you can do is you can push them off the beacon, and he won't be able to capture it, right? Because if you have 3 teammates, like 2 or 3 teammates, it will change instantly. So then they can drop in with like their Titans or whatever, or if they have like a crumble build to counter, they can drop in with that. Raptor or Fenrir? Raptor. Yeah, by far Raptor. Yeah, and the other benefit of also the Archer, if you're dealing with a lot of Raptors that are jumping in, you can push them all back. So you have like multiple uses for it. It can just tank so much damage. Danny, how can you win an Atlas? Oh wait, were you talking to Dies earlier? Because I know he was asking me questions about Mike. Yeah, we were talking, like they were asking me like what kind of mic to use. I was like, I don't think you should go for the mic because the mic that I have is really expensive. I didn't actually know when I purchased it. I'd have to get all these other parts. Like I had to get an XLR cable, then I had to get a mixer. And then like obviously I had to figure out the software, but man, it got so expensive. A mic stand too, because it didn't even have a mic stand. How do I select the winners? I use there's a site where I just kind of put the link for my my live stream. I put the link in. It grabs all the comments, and if there's any duplicates, like for example, one guy decides to post 1 million times, it will only count as one because I specify, only one entry per. Yeah, that's how it does it. And the thing is, because I know what players are going to do then, because the reason why they ask me is because they're trying to game the system. So if you decide, oh, so is that how Adrian's going to do it? I'm going to just create multiple accounts. Because there was a guy that did this, but then I noticed when I drew the names, his other accounts started showing up. Because remember, it's drawn randomly, right? Well, I put him on the blacklist, so now he can't win at all on my channel. So don't even try it, because I know what players try to do. Yeah, don't try to game the system. Otherwise, you get put on the blacklist and you'll never be able to win again, or win at all, I should say, because maybe you haven't won at that point. But yeah, I will be announcing the winners later tonight, and then I'm hoping actually on Sunday we may have I'm gonna try to see if I can do the Atlas giveaway on Sunday. In a good room, you can get good, inexpensive. Yeah, there's some really good mics out there now. $2016 sounds cheap. Well, that's because when I started my channel, I didn't even know how to record. I had to figure out how to record. My very first recordings didn't even have sound because I didn't know how to record the sound, and then I figured that out, and I would just post like gameplay. I didn't even have commentary because I didn't know how to set up the mic and stuff. And then I got a really, I don't want to say cheap mic. I had a headset mic at first, from what I recall. I had a headset, like a cheap one, which was terrible. And then I switched to a snowball, like a blue snowball mic. And then I kind of leveled up from that. And then I got another mic and then another one after that. I was just trying to constantly improve. The winners will I put on the Discord? No, actually. So if you're subscribed to the channel and you've turned on all the notifications, I will make a community post with a list of the winners. The other option you could do is if you have a link to the live stream, which I did on the Steel Strix, just save that link, because later tonight I will post and then I will pin the comment with the winners. You only had enough to gather. I was just saying. So hold on. Let me go to my baby account. So because I remember I had won a lot of drones on my baby account, but I wasn't sure which ones. I had won it all from the black market, right? And like about a week ago, I decided to upgrade my, because I was like, oh, I've got some drone chips. Maybe I should just upgrade some drones. And I was like, well, you know what? I'll do like an armadillo, because I think, who was it? It was Cactus that mentioned that it's really important to get that for, I think, extermination or the hunting grounds. So I decided to do that. And then afterwards I realized, well, actually I didn't know this at the time. I realized that after I did the Raptor video with the showdown, I was like, wait a minute. I wonder if I have drones. I started going through my drones and then I realized, oh, I actually do have a showdown. But I had spent all my drone chips on the armadillo. So I actually have 2 showdowns, which I won from the black market. Like, these are my drones that I won. So I leveled this up to level 3. You know what's actually really good about this drone too? Like, for a free player, if you look at like the benefits of it, you really don't need to level it all the way up to like even level 9, right? If you're putting this on a tank, you only need this up to this point. So it's the first upgrade and then this one. Because if you look at what I have here, so I just need to get this one here because this is the healing. So this is the most important. I mean, having your weapon stay on for a long time is kind of nice. Theory, thank you so much for the membership gift. Who's the lucky? Is it Rodrigo? Congrats, Rodrigo. Check the Patreon. Wait. Why? What did you put? Oh, they actually invited you because you beat them with a weaker hanger? Yeah, I know. You know, this is the thing. So players think this is where they get it completely wrong. They think that if they had the money, they can just like max things out and then start winning. So a lot of players think that, but if you go back to the beginning of the live stream, you know how like, so everything on the BR account is maxed out. We were running everything to spec. Did you see how fast some of my builds went down? So if you don't know how to balance your hanger, like composition wise, and you actually don't know much about the pilot skills and like how to balance it with the drone, you don't have a solid foundation, you will be spending a lot more money than you think, because you will be building even the meta stuff and wondering why you are dying. And the reason why is because it could be something simple. Like, players don't understand this. It could be something as simple as, and I'll use the Archo as an example because this actually happened. There was a player telling me that, you know, my video doesn't help because they built the Archo and it just dies. So they were showing me what they had. They had the unknown Archo. They had the cryo weapons. And I think they had the right track. But then they had something like, let's see, what kind of drone did they have? It wasn't even, it was like Reviver. So then they had something like Reviver or something on here. So they had, let me just put the Reviver drone. So they had a Reviver drone on, right? And then they had the other pilot. They had the 7 pilot. And I'm like thinking, no, you didn't build it according to my video. Like, these things make a big difference. You have the wrong drone, you have the wrong pilot, or even the pilot skills, your build will crumble. And then even when you have all those things, doesn't mean you're going to do well, because then you need to learn the timings of your abilities and stuff. So just changing this to like the Haruko, although I do want to actually try the showdown on here now that I've actually seen what they can do, because I think that might make the Archo really strong. But we'll have to do that another time. But yeah, having the right drone, having the right pilot skills. This is why, you know, if you go to the baby account, you will notice a lot of similarities. I don't think I have, oh actually wait, I did change it. I think I do have the Haruko now, but I had a Shy because I didn't have the Haruko. But all of this was the same. I didn't have the unknown Archer, I just had the regular, but that's fine. I had the right specialization track. I had the right pilot, and I had pretty much the right skills. And players were trying to figure out, how is my Archer so strong? It's only MK1 level 6. It's because of what I actually presented in that video. You know, like I take it and I water it down. I may not have all the components, but I will try my best to you know, use as many of the components to strengthen my Archer, and that's all I did. And it cost me nothing. $0. you will honestly not even need. Yeah, I guess that's kind of true, because if you look at my like my Indra, for example, my Indra, like the pilot's only level 30, I think, and 2 of the skills are like disabled, but I have the right weapons and I have the right specialization track, right? So that all helps. Yeah, so that's why it's really important. Like when I put out this video, Secrets Revealed, you pay special attention. Like, like I've actually narrowed it down for you, like which drones I would gravitate towards, or like, usually with the pilot, I'm very specific. Like I would use this pilot and I would use these skills. Now, it doesn't mean that those are necessarily the best quotations. There's times where you can optimize it even further, but I would use it as a blueprint. And it's better to have a blueprint than to not have a blueprint at all. Trust me on that, because you are going to lose. You'll waste a lot of money if you are spending, and you'll also waste a lot of your time and your resources if you're a free player. Because you're going to be messing around. You're like, okay, so like what skill works? And you'll keep spinning the the pilot skills trying to find a good one. But you don't even know what a good one is, right? Because you need to refer to something. You have below robots in your inventory. Can you please suggest 5 robots for your hangar? Fenrir, Raptor, Curie, Lynx. Those are really good bots, though. Behemoth, Condor, Typhon. What I would use is definitely Raptor, definitely Curie, Lynx as well, Pathfinder, and maybe, I'm thinking maybe the Samjock. Yeah, because Samjock actually helps against something like a Teth 2, right? You just got to be very careful when they teleport, because if they teleport near you and the EMP and you happen to be out of ability mode, that will kill you. But the Samjock will help because the turret applies the crumble effect, which prevents him from healing. So I think that's what I would go for. Okay, so I think that's gonna be it for today's stream, guys. So thank you to I'm trying to pronounce his name. Thank you to Sricharan. Hopefully I got that right. Thank you so much for participating. And once again, congrats on the Atlas Titan. If you are watching, maybe you're watching afterwards, that is going to be your prize. So I'm trying to think whether I should send it. Yeah, I can probably try to send it later on. So you will have that. And for the ones asking about the giveaway for the Steel Strix, you guys will know the winners later tonight. And before I get going, thank you very much to Dark Warrior, Lone, Dominic Kine, Dies, Peter, Cold, and Alex for helping to moderate today's live stream chat. Much appreciated. If they have YouTube channels, make sure to check them out. Also, thank you very much to Warden and to Theory for your donations and for your membership gifts. Really do appreciate it, guys. If they have YouTube channels, make sure to check them out. And also thank you to you guys for dropping by and supporting the channel. If you haven't yet done so, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And if you are purchasing anything from the web shop, make sure to use my creator code. So it's Adrian Chong, no spaces. I would definitely appreciate it. Helps to support the channel. So that I can continue to do War Robots content for you guys, whether it be videos, live streams, guides, giveaways, Dream Hangars. How do you enter to make a Dream Hangar? Oh, that's a good question. So for a chance to be considered for a Dream Hangar, once a stream is done, you can post your Dream Hangar in the comments section. So hold on, let me just put... We'll use this as like a template. So you'll notice, like in this case, so what they've done was they just told me like their league that they're in, their Raven, the setup, and the drone. You can mention the pilot too. You don't have to get into pilot skills and stuff. I will just throw that in. Make sure that you mention your Titan as well and your mothership. And also, this is also very important. Make sure you put your pilot ID and your platform. Okay, because It's better that you do that in your comment. This way, if you do get chosen, I can lock your pilot ID into that prize, well, for that prize. Because if you don't do that and I happen to select you, someone might try to steal your prize. That actually happened in a previous Dream Hangars, and I had to kind of track down the actual player because someone tried to steal their prize. Okay, so hopefully that's able to help you. If this is the first time you happen to drop by my YouTube channel live stream, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Dream Hangars. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. There is going to be actually hopefully a giveaway for the Atlas Titan this weekend. So make sure you subscribe, turn on those notifications so that you don't miss that giveaway. And I think that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching. Stay safe. And until the next live stream, I will catch you guys later. Cheers, guys.